So what are we playing next? I always play something. It's usually on Sundays, 1 hour videos, kind of slow paced, calm, considering the like focusing on the game itself and not on me making stupid faces. That's kind of the style of my Let's Plays, I guess. And we just finished Majesty. Well, finished Majesty. We used cheats on the last levels of the Northern expansion. We finished the original game, and then there's the Northern expansion, which is just more levels. They're not really great, and I was kind of done with it, so we used a bit of cheats, which isn't the greatest way to finish that, but we were done with it, and I'm happy that it's over. I love the main game is, I think, fantastic. The Northern expansion, less so. We had our fun with it, we're done, and now we need to find something else to play. It's usually old stuff. I don't really play newer stuff in terms of the Let's Plays, because there's so much of it, and I want to... First of all, it's a way for me to play things that I haven't played in a million years, like nostalgia. Nostalgia is always great. And also, it's a way to take a more serious look at them, because it's nostalgia. I played those games when I was a kid and when I didn't know squat about anything. And now I can look at them with a completely different perspective, and it's fun, at least for me, hopefully for you as well. So we finished Majesty, and the question is, what do we play? And I asked around, and a lot of people have recommended and mentioned Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear. And this makes a lot of sense because probably the biggest thing on my channel, and the original thing that I did on my like the first videos that I made were Baldur's Gate tutorials that apparently have a good amount of success because a lot of people have been watching them and using them, because nobody did anything about Baldur's Gate tutorials, and Baldur's Gate is mind-boggling unless you have a little bit of knowledge. And those tutorials, which makes these tutorials really, really useful for people who want to play them, these games, which are wonderful games. So, and also the biggest Let's Play that I made is like 91 videos that took me 16 months of playing Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So, yeah, it makes a lot of sense that people are talking Baldur's Gate, and I take those considerations, and thank you so much for saying things. I mean, I really do appreciate it. I really enjoy having discussion, and anything. If you write a comments to one of my videos, I always read everything. I get notifications for absolutely everything, and I read everything, and I also write back in like the grand majority of cases. So the unfortunate news is, for now, we're not going to play Siege of Dragonspear, and here are a couple of reasons that will probably still piss you off, and you're still like, why play it? I'm sorry, but I don't really want to play it right now for a couple of reasons, which I'll try and explain now. First of all, I am not in the mood at all for that type of game. It's a much slower paced strategic like RPG kind of game. Yeah, Baldur's Gate. And I'm not in the mood for that at all. I just finished, like today, like a few hours ago, I finished Hyper Light Drifter, which is a super action high skill cap game that I love. And in like 9 days, Dark Souls 3 comes out, and I'm just gonna disappear into the void of playing that game for 200 hours in the next month. Like, I'm so hyped for that game, it's ridiculous. I'm not looking for a slower paced game. It's just not what I'm looking for right now. And on top of that, even though this is like the nostalgia portion, it's like 1 hour a week, which I do, even then I just don't really feel like playing that type of game right now, which is why I'm also not going to play Icewind Dale or any one of these other games. It's just how I feel about it right now, and there's not much you can do about it. But on top of that, I love Baldur's Gate, and there's this issue where you have a game that sometimes you just want more, right? Sometimes I can give you a good example for that. When I played Bioshock 1, I love Bioshock, the original. I think it's a wonderful game, it's a masterpiece. I really loved it. When I finished it, I needed more. I just wanted more. I didn't even care what it was, I just wanted more of it. And then Bioshock 2 came out like a year or two later, I don't know. And it was just that. It wasn't better than the original game. It didn't blow my mind as much as the original game. It was just a good more content, and that's exactly what I wanted. It hit the spot perfectly. Sometimes, however, you do not want extra content. Sometimes you're just happy with the package that you got. It finished, it ended, it is a cohesive whole, it's perfect, it's on a pedestal, and nobody should touch it, and nobody should do anything more to it because they'll just ruin it. That's kind of petty, like saying that you can't extend something that's great, but it's just this feeling that I'm sure you know and you can understand. Hopefully you can understand this feeling. If you don't share it, you can understand it. I don't want anyone to ruin my Baldur's Gate. And even though this is Siege of Dragonspear, so Baldur's Gate 2 goes into Throne of Ball and ends, there's nothing more to do there. There's nothing more to do there. They're not gonna, like, it's done, right? The story is completely over. But Baldur's Gate 1, there's actually, after Baldur's Gate 1 and then the Sword Coast, which is the expansion of Baldur's Gate 1, there's a time gap. There's a time gap between 1 and 2. So they could fit, if they want to continue Baldur's Gate, they could fit something in there, which is exactly what they did. But this is original content. And that's terrifying. That is really terrifying for me. On top of that, Baldur's Gate 1, I never really played it much. I mean, I finished it once. I did not play the game much, right? I played it more on the Enhanced Edition than I did originally. And it's not my cup of tea. I mean, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but Baldur's Gate 2 is where the series shines. Baldur's Gate 2 is where the epicness, one of my favorite games of all time, Baldur's Gate 2 and Into Throne of Ball. That's the thing for me. Baldur's Gate 1 less so, and this is a continuation of 1. Obviously, it's Enhanced Edition with everything, and it probably plays more like Baldur's Gate 2 than Baldur's Gate 1, but I'm scared of going into it, and completely avoiding it and ignoring the fact that it exists might be good. Also, I mean, I haven't checked reviews. I should probably check reviews. It might be really good. I honestly don't know, but for now, I'm just not interested in playing it. And on top of that, on top of that, I said that like 5 times already. That's 5. That's the number 5. I have another game that I thought about that I want to play, and I'm really ridiculously excited to play that for some reason. I don't know why, but it is nostalgia through the freaking roof. It's kind of different from what we did so far. It's less strategic. It's not a big RPG strategic game. I don't know how long it's going to take us, but I'm really excited to play it, and you're going to have to wait and see next week what it is. So we're not going to play Siege of Dragonspear. Don't shoot me, please. Please. But yeah, that's how I feel right now. Feel free to shoot me. But hopefully this other game will enjoy it. And if not, then maybe future games and maybe my other content. And if not, then bye. Then thanks for watching. It was a pleasure having you and stuff. Why am I saying goodbye to people? Holy crap, that's probably really bad and stupid. So, yeah. Next week, we'll see. I'm not quite ready for it yet. Next week, we're going to play a game, and it's going to be fun. And that's all I can tell you for now. So, yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. All right.